Hello, my name is Nenette and welcome to Nenette Chocolates. In today's demonstration I shall be joined by my friend Rob, and together we will be putting together the whole process of making chocolate truffles using professional chocolate moulds from start to finish. I have my friend here, Rob, again to assist me today, because what I want to do is to bring some threads together from previous demonstrations where I have shown you how to make chocolate truffles in professional chocolate moulds. So I will have done things in different stages and I just want to put them all into one process with Rob's help for you. So what I'm going to be using today is pre-prepared and pre-decorated chocolate moulds like this, and there we are. So we'll both be doing one of these together, and then I will be helping Rob with the remaining process with some pre-prepared ganache, which is in that piping bag as well. So time, Rob, for you to get aproned up. Fantastic.
Look at that. Beautiful.
That's amazing. I do love the design.
It's a lovely apron as well. Lovely apron.
It's really you. Right.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be, Nenette.
Perfect.
As ready as I'll ever be.
So, what I would like you to do is shell your chocolate truffles. So I shall do it first.
Okay.
And then you can follow suit.
Of course.
So we have some tempered chocolate here, and I just want to see how warm it is because it has been sitting there for a little bit since I tempered it. What do you think?
It's warm.
It's warmish,
warm.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's 31.4 degrees, which is fine. How about your chocolate tray? How warm is that to your touch?
I'd say a bit of a chill.
Bit of a chill?
Bit of a chill.
Okay,
yeah.
so we'll give it a wave with the air gun, shall we? Underneath. Do it underneath so we don't disturb the gold powder.
Of course.
Otherwise it'll fly all over the kitchen. You want that one?
Yeah, let's do a swap. Thank you.
Okay. So, if you remember, what we do is just she says, tip chocolate over the top of the tray.
You make it look so easy.
Wow, this is the easy bit. Just tipping chocolate onto
Just you wait. This table is going to be cascading in chocolate.
That's all right. You can lick it off later.
Perfect.
So, then just using the spatula, just push it up into the corners, and then I tend to put the spatula away from the bowl because then the next bit doesn't get the spatula too covered in chocolate. It's an experience thing. Using your spatula with a nice firm grip and blade down, pushing the chocolate away over the mould like that, so that each cavity is filled with chocolate, and then just clean the edges off like that, and then just give it another quick swipe just to get rid of any surplus.
Look at that.
Easy,
again,
isn't it?
like a pro. Like a pro.
One lives in hope. Then we need to get rid of the air bubbles. So that's a sharp tap on the table like this. That's a noisy
That
bit
was
done.
a very sharp tap.
Wasn't it? And then upside down, mostly over the bowl. There's going to be stuff that you don't get in the bowl.
Okay.
And remember the plastic of the blade against the plastic of the tray so you don't damage your tray. And whilst it's upside down, just clean off the excess like that. And then bring it up the right way round again. There we go. And then it goes upside down on the table like that. Easy.
Oh, very, very easy. Absolutely. Right.
So let me just help you by tidying this up a little bit. And because we have been working the chocolate and drizzling it through the air and things like that, it will have cooled a little bit. So what I would like to do is just bring it over here just for a moment, just to put some warm air through it.
Okay.
There we go. There we are.
Perfect. Do you want to do the rest?
No. I will help clear this bit so I know what's my mess and what's your mess.
Great, thanks.
Right.
So we're going for it. We're pouring first. Is that right?
We are. We're pouring it over the tray. So the idea at this stage is to fill each cavity of your truffle tray with chocolate. That is fantastic.
I'm just going to try my best to clean that
Oh.
bit up. So we're okay to lick the spatula, is what you're saying? Is that what I heard? So we're now spreading the chocolate over into each.
Yeah, just on one end, and then you can use your.
Oh, of course, the scraper.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So a scraper here. So you actually went that way. So
Yes, I'm left-handed, so that's not going to help you.
it's not going to help me at all, but it's an interesting
What
fact.
I'm doing.
Yeah,
Exactly. So that's a perfect holding position for the scraper, which is brilliant. So you have a nice firm position on there to hold it and drag the chocolate over the cavities, which is
I feel
brilliant.
like I just flicked some chocolate
That's
somewhere.
right.
Sorry.
It's okay.
If you find it later on,
These
don't
things
tell me
happen.
off. It's going to go over again just because I feel.
You can, but I would flip it over so you got the. Going forward, don't worry about it. You've done it beautifully.
Oh, I see what you're saying. To go that way. Should I go that way now?
No, that's fine. I was just going to say, just have it flipped in the direction you're going. Just
that's
easier.
much better.
Isn't
Much
it?
better. Absolutely great tip there. Absolutely. Okay, so now that's done.
Yep.
I need to get rid of the air bubbles by giving it a sharp tap on the side.
Excellent.
So, am I okay to put that on there? Is
You
that
can.
okay?
Right, let me move that out of the way for you.
I feel like my tray's not as clean as yours.
Oh,
but-
well.
So sharp tap.
Good. Brilliant. Right.
Very good.
Now the fun bit comes. So you now tip that upside down.
So you had that ready, didn't you? I
I
think.
did, yes.
So flip it.
Flip
That's
it.
the bit I'm always nervous about. I'll be honest.
Try not to drop it, because
Okay, you
if
ready?
you're not. Oh, well done.
Okay,
Well, that's
well.
a good technique.
There you
So before you do that, you want to make sure that you got most of the chocolate out of this. So tapping the plastic of your scraper against the plastic of the tray, just persuade the chocolate to come out. That's fantastic.
Okay, and then we scrape.
Scrape it whilst it's upside down. Brilliant. And then bring the whole thing up the right way around so you can just tidy
Oh,
up.
look at that. Can you see that?
See, that's
There you
fantastic.
go. Okay.
Okay, so you might want to pick up a clean scraper. I might help you.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. And then
Just-
we're
Just tidy up, so get rid of anything from each surface, just scrape it all
scrape
down.
down, yeah?
Scrape it all down, that's it. And off the edges as well. That's fantastic.
there we go.
Because the cleaner your tray is, the cleaner your fridge will be too.
I like the sound of that. Absolutely.
So the next thing you do, once you're happy that you got as much off as you want to from there,
I think that's the best as I'm going to get. I think.
perfect, is you put it upside down with a sharp tap
Sharp tap.
onto the surface, that's
I'm
it.
going to move that 'cause I feel like I'm going to
Yeah,
end up head first.
fantastic.
Is that
Blimey.
okay?
Brilliant. So the reason you're doing that is to help the chocolate come down around the edges of the mould, such that each one has a little footprint of chocolate, which will help us with the finishing process.
I understand.
So those will stay there for about 10 minutes, if that, and just to create that footprint before we then pick them up and put them in the fridge, where they
Perfect.
will set properly. So we have completed the shells of our chocolates. So the next stage is to fill the shells with our ganache. So we have the ganache filling here, which we have flavoured in a previous demonstration with orange and Cointreau.
Perfect.
So what I want to do first of all is I will just snip the end of the bag off here and just keep that separate from what we're doing so we don't end up with a nasty plasticky piece in our chocolate. I'll just do one or two and then I'll completely confuse you again because I'm left-handed and hand it to you because you're not for you to continue. So thumb and finger over the end of the piping bag to act as your tap, and hopefully this will be liquid enough for you just to squeeze the top of the piping bag gently and just put, actually you don't need to use your tap fingers if you like because it's solid enough for it to stop the flow as you stop squeezing. So there you go.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
I say good luck. It makes it more nerve-wracking.
Oh.
Okay, so you've not gone to the top on yours.
I
So
haven't.
is that for a
If
reason?
you
or-
turn the
Oh,
piping
no.
bag
Oh, no.
around, so you've got the slanty bit pointing up. So if you just twiddle it, so you've got the seam of the piping
Seam
bag, just
down?
the way I cut it.
Okay,
There we are.
yeah.
That's it.
Ah, that's
tiny
better, isn't
easier.
it? Yeah.
Brilliant. And if
Okay.
you stop squeezing when you wanted to stop filling, then that'll give you a rough guideline. So yes, you were talking about how full to fill each truffle.
Yeah.
So the ideal is to have it such that the level is close to the edge, but not so close that when you're thinking ahead about the next process, which is to cap the truffle off with tempered chocolate, you don't end up with a mixture of the ganache and the chocolate. together, because that just creates a problem for the bottom of your chocolate. It would be nice, what you're looking for is a nice clean finish just of a footprint of chocolate without any ganache mixed with it. So that's your challenge.
So how are we doing so far, Nenette?
So far so good. Some of them are probably a little bit on the light side, but we can pop back and refill, top up if we want to. But it's probably better to err on that side, particularly as you are learning or getting used to what good looks like, than overfilling, because it's harder to recover from that.
I thought I was doing a good job, Nenette, to be honest.
You're doing brilliantly, actually.
It's quite satisfying, isn't it, to do this, I think?
Yes, I think so. So you're making lovely heart-shaped truffles as well, which is perfect, of course, for Valentine's Day, for example, or any other excuse for expressing your thanks or love for somebody in particular.
You trying to get some chocolates from me, Nenette?
Maybe. So what I would also recommend before you start topping up stuff is just to see exactly where we are.
Okay.
And how I generally do that is just quickly tap the tray against the table and allow the ganache to settle into each cavity. Because you can see how it's flattening.
It's already levelling out now,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So if you don't pick it up and to eye level, you can see which ones
Oh,
are
there's a
possibly
couple.
yeah. So you can see which ones can do with a little bit of a top up. Just
I've lost them now.
That's one.
There we go, yeah. And that one.
I think, yeah, and that one.
That one. And maybe that one above it,
Go for
I
it.
think.
This
I'm
is
nervous
the
about overfilling now.
This is the kind of thing you could keep doing. You have to stop at one stage.
There we go. So can I pop this down?
You
I...
can,
Oh, no.
yeah. If you just pinch the end of it, and that's
no.
it. No, don't worry. You have to let your fingers now.
Oh.
Rachel. I'll go for it from you. So there we have a tray of beautifully filled chocolate truffles. Well done. She
Thank
says
you.
patronisingly. And then that would go back into the fridge for that filling to set.
Okay.
And once that's crystallised, harden a little bit, then it's less tempting for it to join the chocolate when you finish the truffle. So put that in the fridge, which is just behind you here.
I mean, roughly how long should that stay in the fridge,
I would
roughly?
do more than about 10 minutes.
Okay.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay. So then in true Blue Peter fashion, what we have here is one that we've done before. So this has already been filled with a ganache filling, as you can see. So that's ready for the final stage, which is to cap the chocolate off. So we go back to our tempered chocolates. Now that's been sitting there for a bit.
May I do the honours?
Go for it.
Can I do the honours?
You can. There we go. It's 28.9.
So 28.9.
Right.
So
What do you think?
I think a small bit of heat, but
Yeah.
just from the air gun maybe.
Absolutely. So let's do that for you. And as you get more used to working with tempered chocolate, you get to a stage where you recognise from the gloss and the feel of how it is and whether or not you need. I think that's about right.
Yeah,
30.2.
we're bang on 30 pretty much,
Yeah.
give or take, aren't we?
Which is great for milk
Lovely.
chocolate. Right. So, what are you going to do to it next, Rob?
From what you've laid out, so obviously I assumed you were going to put the chocolate in the piping bag and bang, but I'm assuming what you laid out, we're going to pour, or maybe just spatula on the chocolate onto the top,
Yeah.
and make sure it obviously fills all the caps of here,
Absolutely.
and then
that's it.
is that it?
That's it.
Perfect.
What I would recommend is that if you place the tray on the table
Yeah.
and you can pour the chocolate over one end, and then using your chocolate scraper,
Okay.
just spread over to the other end.
Perfect.
So you
So
don't need as much chocolate as you did when you were filling the cavity to create the shells in the first place, but still a good amount such
Yes.
that you are completely filling the gaps that are
Perfect.
left.
So we're just spatulaing on now.
You can, or you can pour it over if you
Well,
want.
let's do a bit of a hybrid. I feel I've overdone it. I don't know.
No, that's lovely.
So let's put that to one side.
Yeah.
So just I'm guessing quite gently, because you don't want to break
That's
the
it.
chocolates. Oh no, we're spilling. We're spilling.
No, that's okay, don't worry.
Okay.
You might find it easier to pick the tray up.
Okay.
And then you can place it over
yes,
there.
yeah.
That's it. Fantastic. Brilliant.
That.
Very, very good.
There we go. Can I do it again? 'Cause
Yes.
I'm obviously quite messy
Right.
there.
What I would suggest though is, perhaps with a clean spatula, when I help you with that, is you start off by cleaning off the edges.
Okay.
And then once you've got clean edge that end, flip it around and pull your spatula in the other direction.
I understand. That makes sense.
And then if you've got any air bubbles or anything like that, or anything that's missed from your first swipe, then that'll catch it.
Okay, so we're going to spin
Spin it
around.
around.
Oh, I thought I was going to drop it then. Oh, can you imagine?
Yes. That's it. With a firm hold, pull it right down. That's fantastic. So you're getting a nice clean surface there, which is brilliant. So you can tidy up the edges again.
There we go. So we've got a tiny
You've got a little hole there,
gap
don't
there.
worry. We can come back to that in a second. And off the edges, well done.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
There we go, I think.
Okay. So let me just help you with that little hole. So just drizzle it.
I'll just clean this tray. So just go.
That's it.
Go down again, yeah.
Absolutely. And it will just fill for you, hopefully. Brilliant. Well done.
There we go.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not as clean as I've seen you do it.
Well, it's practice. Don't worry.
Practice.
Yes,
Perfect.
practice.
There we are.
Brilliant. So that pops back into the fridge. So to help me have a relatively clean fridge, I'll just clean up the tails from the bottom of the tray. And that will again take about 10 minutes to set.
Okay.
So I'll put that in there. There we go. And for the final fling, this is your glory stage for you. Let me just set the scene and clear it for you. There we are.
Ooh, I feel like there's a lot of pressure here.
It's tough, isn't it?
So just straight down.
Straight down. Yeah.
Here we go.
Has that worked, do you think?
I should hope so. Just going to give it a gentle tap.
Yep. Just lead edge down.
Oh.
And this is very easy for you to squash those that have already come out inadvertently. So just move the others out of the way and get that last one.
Oh, there's always one.
There we are.
There we go.
Good. Fantastic. And I can't
Perfect.
remember what flavour those are, so there's only one way to find out, isn't there?
Well, we can see those there. Shall we give it a go?
Peppermint.
Mmm,
That was a surprise, wasn't it?
lovely. Very nice indeed.
Beautifully done, Rob.
Thank you for your help and tutorial. So I don't want to talk because I'm eating, but no, thank you very much.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for helping me. Thank you very much for watching my demonstration. I hope you've enjoyed it. I would love to know what you think, so please get in touch, which you can do so via my website if you'd like to. I'd love to know also what you'd like me to show you in chocolate going forward. Just let me know your ideas. If you're watching me on YouTube, thank you. Please hit the notification bell and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.